Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today for the ISH 251, I, Ahmad Azimuddin, and my group member Ajrul bin Julaihi, Akmal bin Saftu, Abdul Hanif bin Abdul Rahman, and Muhammad Rafiuddin bin Suratman will present a topic about traditional inspection programs in health industry, that is Food Safety Information System of Malaysia, FoSIM. So, the overview for this topic: FoSIM is a one-stop web-based system that caters to various user groups, namely public, food importers, exporters, handlers, and the Health Ministry of Malaysia. The Food Safety and Quality Division, FSQD, is able to monitor traceability information via FoSIM of the entire food industry supply chains and its governing bodies in the country. Protecting public against health hazard can only be achieved by ensuring food safety along the food supply chain and minimizing fraud in the preparation process. FoSIMS monitors, governs, and parents traceability information about food product from farm to fork.
Next, we moving to the features of Food Safety Information System of Malaysia, FoSIM. The features is firstly the microservice oriented. Microservice oriented is FoSIM is a large-scale system built in modular services where each module supports a specific business goal. Next, offline enabled modules. The system function without an internet connection or cellular data for certain modules. Next, the big data. The wealth of data that is collected by the system will lead to better decision making and establishment of future programs or policies. Lastly, the data security and protection. This is using HTTP protocol that requires certificate to encrypt in data. The gateway recognizes unauthorized login attempts and subsequently probes for future credential. Next is the technology of benefits. This technology benefit is the main impact of FOSIMs. The main impact of FOSIMs are enhanced contravention management. Enhanced contravention management means early detection of food violation and notifying the right people at the right time. Next, monitoring and alert of system tasks. The system will detect delays, triggers, reminders, and also escalates pending tasks. Next, mobile device enabled. The inspection and sampling modules are accessible in offline mode and supported on handheld device for ease of the use. Lastly, transparent procedures and processes. System user System users will be informed of the procedure and processes through transparency in decision-making process and accountability in implementation.
How the system works for FoSIM. To access FoSIM, all food importers or agents must register with Ministry of Health Malaysia and obtain identification number and password. Next, after the registration, importers and agents have to log on to FoSIM to give prior notice import or make inquiry on examination level of particular food item. Next, for import notification, importers or agent will have to first declare the imports through custom information system, then log onto the FoSIM to complete the notification model. The final decision will be made through the import notification that will be transmitted online to the authorized officer of Ministry of Health for action, which will be guided by the examination level. This final decision will be transmitted electronically to the importers or agents and custom. That is how the system works for FoSIM.
Okay, next is level of inspection. There are 6 levels of inspection. The first level is level 1, automatic clearance. This is the when the item meet all the requirement, it will automatic clearance and will be deemed as good. Second is level 2. It is a document examination. It will verify a notification information and it will may request for further information or physical inspection or examination if necessary before release. Second is examination level 2, level 3, monitoring examination. It will inspect and sampling to be carried out according to set the target. Example, uh, if our regulation deem that uh, only 20% of pesticide allow in the vegetable, and then level 4. Level 4 is surveillance examination. Inspection and sampling to be carried out on product where target not set. That is when the regulation is not there, it will make the inspection and sampling uh, to make sure that the product is safe. There is level 5, hold, test and release. It will detain and sample the product and will make sure that the product is truly safe. Okay, level 6 is auto rejection. This is the most critical product. It will reject the product because it is not follow any regulation that was set by the FoSIM. Next.
Next is benefit of FoSIM. There are many benefits of FoSIM such as effective, efficient and transparent clearance of food import consignment. Next is to prevent fault hopping. Other than that, importers able to check import status before importation of food. Next is able to harmonize surveillance system at all entry points. And lastly, better preparedness on crisis management of imported food instead of preparedness and ability to respond to a bioterrorism emergency.
Food export control activity. So this is MOH role in export control. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five role in export control. Okay. So firstly, responsible for ensuring food for export is safe along the food supply chain and is in compliance with the importing country's requirements. Secondly, compliant listing and registration of food export establishment. Thirdly, official control. Fourth, investigation of food rejection notification. Fifthly, inspection of food export establishment.
Challenge. The first, harmonization of standard. Review of a national standard based on risk assessment incorporating available scientific evidence. Shifting from end products to process-based regulatory standards. Difference between public perceptions and scientific assessment. it keeping up with the factors influencing development or review of national standards. A new technology, for example, new methods of processing and method of testing, like changing hazard. The second, traceability. For the traceability, tracing of food ingredients and food, and it recall a procedures of law. For the data confidentially, the data must be secure. So, if the data was scam, so everybody will see the data was false. So the data must be safe. So everybody can see the true data and can save a food safety data confidentially. For the continuously capacity building, training for all technical involved, especially in IT capabilities, system operation, and administration. So the conclusion, the challenges of food safety is immense, and in this time of increasing food safety concerns, the shrinking resources, they are both of the opportunities and the needs of to work together between the government, food industry, and consumer. The leadership provided by the Ministry of Health towards this end, and the continuous improvement of the food safety program will inevitably create a better stride towards the establishment of an effective and efficient food safety program in the era of globalization. So that's all from us. Thank you.